Hi, I'm Tiffany Teal, and we are back with another Veteran Business Spotlight. And we are here at the Alexander House, the public house of Alexander at Black Hat Distillery. And I have with me Zack Langston. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, thanks for coming on. And your support in the military doesn't go on unnoticed, and we do appreciate that. So, tell me a little bit about your, childhood and growing up as a military brat.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. So I myself didn't grow up moving around and all
Oh,
that stuff like everybody else did. I had a real stable spot. My dad was
that's
reserves
nice.
for a number of years and was able to keep our family stable. But we had a lot of people just moving in and out. I grew up in the Santa Clara Bay Area,
Okay.
and so lots of people in and out. And now being in this environment, it's just amazing to see the amount of turnover with families coming in, families moving, all of that. And so we've always had a heart for being able to support those families, bring some stability and people in transition and whatnot. So
Yes. Yes. We see that a lot in Colorado Springs, where we are. 5 military bases and people PCSing in and out and all that. So, Freedom Landscapes, you provide a unique opportunity for those who are thinking about or want to transition out. And how do you help them?
yeah, absolutely. So we've been connected with a lot of people transitioning out of military, and maybe there's a unique circumstance for them, or maybe they're just in need of a transition, whatever that might be.
Mm-hmm.
And we're able to provide a workspace where, man, we're getting guys dirty. We've got them working in hand with their hands and working with their
Yeah.
bodies and being in a good culture, a good environment. And we've got a real great crew. Right now, we've got 16, 18 people in the field today, and so we've loved the opportunity to just take somebody that's transitioning, somebody that needs a stable, secure, fun environment to work in, doing hard work. I'm not going to tell you the work is
Yeah.
super fun,
I'm
um,
sure. Yeah.
but it's
I don't like doing any landscaping. You
for
won't see
sure.
me digging holes to put bushes in or anything like that. But
For sure. Yeah, no, I think it's been good just to keep people's mind off of other
uh
things
huh.
and give them an environment to, man, work with your hands for a little bit. Let us help you transition to the next thing. And we're not going to be everybody's last place and last
Yeah.
visit as far as career is concerned. And I understand that, but having that opportunity to touch somebody's life in transition and be able to bring some stability and bring a little bit of security, and we have a lot of resources for that. We're connected with several mental health care centers. The Family Care Center here in Colorado Springs
Mm-hmm.
is one of those. And just being able to connect people with some resources,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
and encourage them towards, man, take care of yourself first.
Yeah.
Let's get your oxygen mask on and transition and figure out how you can take care of you. And man, we're not getting people rich, and
Yeah.
that's not what's happening in the landscape world. But being able to provide some of that support is vital, especially in a community so full of military. A lot of retired military here, but a lot of young guys. I mean,
Yeah.
we've got 18, 19, 20, 21 year olds ready to transition out.
Mm-hmm.
And that transition can be tough. They've moved from a different place and they're not used to Colorado Springs and
Right.
all of
Away
that
from
stuff.
home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And just to be able to be a part of a project that you can see to completion.
Yeah.
This is like the final. This is what we've been doing for the last few days, and this is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the work that you do.
Yeah, so Freedom Landscapes, we're what we would call a custom residential landscape installer.
Okay.
We do commercial work, but what we're able to provide on the custom side is that we have a designer in house,
Mm-hmm.
and we do beautiful work. We can take somebody's vision and be able to run with it. I tell people we specialize in kind of 3 areas: new construction, large remodels and projects in an existing environment, or
Mm-hmm.
problem solving. So problem solving is probably the biggest phone call we get. I have a water issue,
Yeah.
my wall is failing, my deck is failing,
Yeah.
whatever it might
Yeah.
be. So
Definitely keep that water away from the foundation.
yes, for sure, for sure.
So tell us the most interesting or labyrinth job that you've ever been a part of.
Yeah, so really two come to mind when you say that. We did a project for some folks that own. I'm going to get his name wrong. I would say Steve Irwin. But who's the astronaut? Mr. Irwin? I forget. There's
I'm not very
James.
good at this.
James
Yeah,
Irwin.
James Irwin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So James Irwin, there's an elementary school here in town named
Oh,
after him.
yes, yes.
Well, there's a couple that own his house. And we were able to take his wife Mary's garden and turn it into kind of a wedding venue style project, and big old water feature and a lion's head and all this stuff. And so lit it all up and had some custom lighting on it. And that was a neat project. That was fun. And then right now we're in the farm, and up in the farm we have a water and fire feature project where we've got this picture perfect view of Pikes Peak, and we laid out the whole yard based on this view.
Oh yeah.
And there's going to be a fire feature with this big long moss rock boulder right in front of it with a big linear fire pit. Kick your feet up on that. Little beer stands on both sides, and then right on the other side of it there's a water feature, and then right above the water feature there's another little fire ring. And so it's just kind of a neat way to incorporate fire and water together. And the water feature is a lot of volume. So they'll be able to turn that down. But from the house, I mean, it sounds like you got a river in your backyard.
Wow.
And so those are fun things. Those are the big things that we do.
The noise, the calmness, that app. And then the serenity that water flow provides.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are the fun things. Those are the big things. That's not every phone call we get, but certainly we always encourage people, start with a phone call. It doesn't cost you anything to have me come out and consult your project and give you tips, tricks. Even if you just need help, hey, how do I maintain my yard? How do I keep things up? This is something I want to do.
That's good to know here in Colorado.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
And Zach, please tell the folks how they can get a hold of you.
Yeah, absolutely. So easiest way to get a hold of me is my cell phone number. It's easy to remember. 719 area code here in Colorado Springs, and then 301-3000. And you can text me at that number. You can call me at that number any time of day or night. My phone's open to folks just needing some help. And I'm definitely the first point of contact for all your landscaping needs here in Colorado Springs. And we'll go up into Douglas County, up into Woodland Park, and then out east all the way out to Falcon, Peyton, even in Ellicott, Calhoun a little bit.
Wow.
So we're here for all your landscaping needs.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Zach and Freedom Landscape, for sponsoring a box with our Red Friday care packages that we send out to deployed soldiers. We know that that just provides a little, comfort from home, that somebody's thinking of them while they are away from their families. And if you are a veteran, military spouse, dependent business owner, we would love to feature you on our next Red Friday Veteran Business Spotlight. Just go ahead and message or comment below and we'll get you on the schedule. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thanks, Tiffany.